Either God here coming to you live and direct with another video. And in this video, I just want to share some information. Pretty much nothing new. I'm just adding on to what I've discussed already. I had some more thoughts that I wanted to share, and those thoughts are okay. In this video, like I showed y'all in my previous video, B-Dale, he was talking about, I'm guessing, Ill Gates. I'm not gonna say his name. Ill Gates. I'm guessing he is already foreseeing another plandemic called SEERS. And B-Dale was talking about this, and it made me think. He broke it down in the video himself. He said seers, basically saying the people who see. And then I'm thinking like, dang, you got to think about the iPhone, the all-seeing eye. You see what I'm saying? The third eye. You see what I'm saying? All dealing with watching us and stuff like that. So I'm guessing he's calling this next pandemic SEERS. And my thoughts on it is basically this is the time where entities are going to start revealing themselves the more we wake up. And these are the people who have seers, the people who can see. And they had this in the movie They Live. They Live was about Roddy Piper, the wrestler, was able to see the true form of the sheep or different entities. You see what I'm saying? These are the seers, in my opinion. This is my analysis. I'm just, pretty much just laying the puzzle pieces on the table. So when he announces the seers, I'm guessing people gonna start seeing stuff. I don't know. I mean, people been seeing stuff for years though, so I don't really get it. It's just that some people, everybody's not tapped into certain energies, or just aren't able to see like other people. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. What is this? See, it said another pandemic is coming, but that was he said that last year. So the next pandemic is probably gonna be called SEERS. Now I'm gonna be surprised if it's really called SEERS. You gotta be kidding me! Like they literally gonna put it in our face and we still not get it as a collective. The seers, folks that can see. And then this right here, this made me think of the great that we talk, like you see a lot of videos in the conscious community talking about solar flares and solar flashes and stuff like that. And that's why I believe they put it in Men in Black. This is one form of that flash. They just put it in front of your face and it flashes your memory. And this is basically the reboot, the restart, the reset, the reset to restart. You see what I'm saying? So when the solar flash, but see, the solar flash could be symbolic for us waking up. You see what I'm saying? So we can't take everything literal, So that's what I try not to do. So that's why I just pretty much still just share my thoughts, because maybe somebody can, point me to the right direction or whatever. A lot of people talking about sunspots and stuff like that. You got YouTubers, showing us the sun. I guess this is the sun, but sunspots. And then you got Jean Grey. Like I told y'all in my previous videos, if you go back and watch on the X-Men, my analysis on X-Men, Jean Grey, she represents the feminine energy returning. But they used a certain type of woman to represent it. Jean Grey, I'm guessing Jean is really like Gene, as in gene or genetics. Gray genetics. She might be a gray, like a gray, as in the alien that they programmed us to um accept. I don't know what they getting at. I got a thought. I just had a thought. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. Jean Grey, the Greys. I'm gonna show y'all the Greys. They had it in the. I think I already shared this on one of my older videos anyway. But anyway, Jean Grey's solar flare. It wasn't actually a solar flare, or at least it wasn't just a solar flare. It was the Phoenix Force, and that's the cosmic entity that created the universe, aka the feminine energy, and it is supposed to eventually destroy the universe. I don't think they mean destroy the universe. I think they just put that there. It's gonna destroy their universe that they created, their Lunaverse, their Luna verse, Moon verse that they created, this trickery world that they created. They also showed that in Wonder Witch. If you go watch Wanda Vision, that TV show is in one of those episodes. I can't remember, but it's so deep. I wish I can find it because I forgot the exact episode. But in one of those episodes, basically one of the witch had the whole town under a spell. She had them under a trance, and she had them under a spell for a reason. She wanted to create her world. She was lonely. She was so hurt. A lot of her family members had died. Her significant other had died. She wanted children, so she manifested her own reality through spell work. She casted a spell on the people and made them see things. She made them be in an illusion state. So when she lifted the spell, because she was forced to let the spell go, when she let it go, all of the people came back to their senses. So I wonder if that's gonna happen in real life. It like when she lifted the spell, the veil had lifted, and everybody was puzzled, like, what am I doing here? Looking around, you see what I'm saying? Like, how did I get here? Type of mind state. So yeah, that's what I think is gonna be destroyed. Their matrix. So yeah, and then you'll see in some of these images. Let me see. See right here. That's Jean Grey from the X-Men. That's the solar flares, the Phoenix Force. And I was just listening to Remedy H. I'm gonna go back and listen after I finish with this video. He was talking about, see what I'm saying, the solar flare. He was talking about the solar. He was saying the solar flash is basically us waking up. I think I said that right. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, the also I want to talk briefly about my dream. I had a dream recently, well, probably like a month ago. I don't know how to interpret it because I don't know if it's based off, different lectures that I watch. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if it's based off, all this stuff that I'm always thinking about and stuff like that, or if it was really real in my dream. But basically what happened in my dream, I can only remember pieces of it. There were these little blue jellyfish beings floating down in my old backyard that I used to live at, I believe, or whatever location I was at. They were floating down, and all I can remember from now is that I was welcoming them, welcome to Earth. You see what I'm saying? So, and it was another dream I had where it was a white being, a Caucasian being, alien or whatever you want to call it. It was in a ship at first, and they had lowered the ship, and it got off the ship, and we had a conversation. At least I think that was me having a conversation, and he was telling me where he was from, and he was literally like a Caucasian being. I'm guessing that was I was told that was a Palladian, a Caucasian being. That's the only term that I can use because I don't know no other term based off what I've been programmed to, you know, label. This is what I think is a Caucasian. That's it. So I don't know any other term to use outside of that. But anyway, we were having a conversation. He was saying what star system he was from and all of that. That's all I can remember about aliens coming down from the ships. Yeah, that's all I can remember. But yeah, that's my little analysis on the SEERS. Um, Basically, people gonna start seeing things, and then they came up with. Let me see what is. See, they don't want us to see. They don't want us to see. So what they do is they put a blindfold over us. They don't want us to see what will be taking place. And they put a blindfold over our face in many different ways. It doesn't have to physically mean put something around your face. They could just distract you. You know, what you call it? Derail your perspective and stuff like that. Throw you off track. Throw you off track with distractions, and that's blindfolding you, making you not see what's going on. Also, I think them like this light that we always looking at on this screen, these lights, they affect our eyes somehow. But that's all I can interpret right now. Like the PlayStation, like they have blue light, like the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, they use certain lights. They use certain lights to affect your eyes. Controlling what you see, like the blue light. The blue light. I remember I seen a movie called Skyline. Let me see. Oh, they showed a car. See? Skyline is about blue light. Beings had came from the sky. Blue light. Like from PlayStation. But it's always something significant about these colors that they use anyway. You see what I'm saying? See? When they looked into that light, they got beamed up. I don't know if that was a good thing or bad thing. Some stories I'm hearing that, cause it's good people on these good beings on these ships, and it's bad beings on these ships. So it's up to the person to determine if they're malevolent or benevolent, aka good or bad. And I'm told that they'll be able to determine. They will be able to know if you are vibrating high or low based off the vibration you may be giving off, or the aura you may be displaying on their scanner. Because you got to think, like, our eyes are scanners. We read all the time. We don't have to read like words. We read by looking. We read by looking at things, and we're basically scanning. Like the predator. The predator, when he looks at you using that thermal vision, he can read your aura. And that's what I think they were priming us or prepping us for, putting it in front of our face so we'll know what it is when we see it face to face. Predator. Yep. When he look at you and he used that little vision, that little stuff, that little heat sensor, that little scanner. He's scanning your aura. But in the movie they show what he really looking for, your heat signature. Heat signature. Trying to think, do I want to talk about anything else? Terminator. Cause I remember when Terminator, when he was scanning, he was basically reading, yeah, like this right here. This is basically how they program us. This is what we see out of our eyeballs. You see what I'm saying? But they programmed us. We went to school. We learned that this is an apple, this is a bee, this is a ball, this is a cat. You see what I'm saying? They programmed us and we learned all the language. And now when we look at things, we can determine what they are based off our scanning ability. But see, they programmed us how they wanted to program us. They didn't program us naturally, I'm guessing. Because what if we didn't have English? What would these objects be labeled? So this was their artificial version of scanning or reading. So yeah, I'm about to go watch these videos. It look like it's about to have a storm too. I don't know how bad, but I seen the news. They talking about a storm. That's supposed to take place. Hopefully it don't be bad over here. I know it's I'm seeing flashes in the sky. I don't know if y'all can see them. You might see them on camera. It's dark. I seen a couple flashes. But it was pretty hot today. Like what, 70 degrees, 75? So, but yeah. Pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Bill Gates naming the next Plandemic SEERS, because this is about us seeing before we can rise up or anything. We have to see what's going on. We have to see what's been taking place in order to fix anything. These are the SEERS, and they've been trying to shut that down through, distractions, injections, diet, physical diet, mental diet, what we watch, what we listen to, devices always on us and around us, affecting our body while we're asleep, So they are definitely packing down on this war, this battle, when it comes to this awakening. And like BDL said, they will do anything. They will do anything to keep their matrix going. So you saw it, just flashed. They'll do anything to keep pushing their narrative, and that's where I find it to be so frustrating. Because how is all of this happening and these beings are still able to report the news while a so-called storm is killing the so-called civilians? Why the civilians getting killed? Why can't the people who've been doing this to the civilians, why can't they get killed first? But maybe I don't know the answers. I don't know the full spectrum. So you just saw another flash. Yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing. This is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. Okay, they talk about some flights have been canceled. Now I'm wondering why are these flights being canceled? Are they because of nature stepping in, or is it because they're undergoing an update, meaning they have to shut down the flights in order for them to update a new system, a new way of how they're going to get people to travel. You see what I'm saying? By plane. I don't know. See, that's what I want to know. And I be, I be finding myself like, dang, cause I ain't gonna lie. Every time I hear something about, some article about something happening, I automatically assume that it's the government doing the work. You know. And the reason why I say that is because this system, cause me, with my mind, how I think, if things were really going down, no news will be able to report it. How is it that every time something happens, an article comes out? Do y'all know that people type those articles up? So what's really happening? If the grid was really going down, you wouldn't see no lights on. You wouldn't see nothing. So I'm kind of, puzzled with that, But yeah, I wonder, are they updating their system for flights and stuff like that? Other than that, like, I don't know what they trying to do. Trying to, reboot the money and all of that. They ain't gonna do nothing. Like, how much stuff can we buy with the money that they giving us? Electric car? You kidding me? Where's the electric car gonna take us? All this, if these so-called pandemics are as serious, why are we getting an electric car? Like, if you want us to stay in the house. And then you got the fake weather playing a role. How we definitely gonna stay in the house, and we definitely ain't gonna be able to use the Tesla car that you want us to you getting people to buy. Trying to crash the market for gas cars and stuff like that. I don't get it. People getting these nice cars and stuff like that, but ain't really going nowhere. Stuff is just satisfying their personal ego, I feel like. Cause you got the car, but you ain't going nowhere. Okay, you making your money, but and that's all you doing. You just enjoying what the money can do. But at the end of the day, how are you contributing to the collective consciousness? I don't get it. So I guess be selfish. I guess the goal is just to be selfish, because people have been getting money for years and years, and what has changed as a collective? Nothing. So yeah, with that being said, I will be ending this video. Thank y'all for listening up to this point in the video. With that being said, Eater God signing out. Peace.